Welcome to Business 4100 Management Accounting. I'm your professor, Dr. Douglas Rice. That's me. That's a horrible picture, but that's okay. So I just thought I'd take a few minutes to walk you through the course here and see if you had any questions about it or answer the questions I think you might have about it. The first and foremost is because we don't have office hours, I am always available to you at my text number here, 510-754-7271. You can call or text me anytime, 24/7, 365. That means anytime, day or night, when you're doing your homework, and I know you all work at different schedules, and this is an asynchronous class, do not hesitate to text me a question. Text is usually faster. Some people can call on a cell, but it's almost easier to do text. That way I know what's going on. So text is very, very quick to get an answer on everything. I'm always available to you. I've had questions in the middle of the night that sometimes if I'm awake, I get back to them. You never know. So don't hesitate to get a hold of me. I'm always available to you. Announcements and stuff. I use the course wall once in a while to post what I'm thinking and what's going on, just to an announcements kind of thing. There's announcements and news in here. There's nothing posted yet, so that's no big deal. Welcome. I will post this video in here. Basically, it says in here that you should text me. Here's my number. It also says, the course is going to move quickly. Don't get behind. You got to do the work. There is work to do in here, no doubt about it. It's a 7-week class. It's fast. But having said that, this is a no-stress class. So you've got to do work, but there is no stress in this class unless you bring it. So if you have stress, text me. Just text me, 510-754-7271. I will remove your stress. I will talk you down off the ledge. I will put you back on earth and realize that this is just a class. This isn't the end of the world. We will make adjustments if we have to. We will do what we need to do to get you through it. So don't stress about anything. The minute you have stress or concerns, contact me. Just get rid of the stress. Put it on me. I'm really good at it. No problem at all. I can handle all the stress you can throw at me. So you're not alone. This isn't a correspondence course. I'm one text away. Don't hesitate to tell me what's going on. Also, remember that when you send me a text, all I have is your phone number. I have no idea who it is. So if you can remember, at least in the first text, to tell me your name and what class this is for. If I've got more than one class going on, depends on what semester this is and stuff. But usually I've got a bunch of classes going on, and so I don't know what. All I get's a phone number. I have no idea what student it's from, what class it's from, or anything else. So if you could throw that in the first couple, so I kind of figure out who's what, that would be great. If I go back here to the course, the syllabus is pretty straightforward. Learning outcomes, course material, blah, blah, blah. You're doing all that stuff. Grading is probably really what you want to look at. I know, I know that's what most students do. You have several projects. You have one project to do. You have a quiz every week. You usually have a homework assignment every week. So we can go through the assignments like this. There's discussions. There's one each week for 3 points. There's homework assignments. There's 6 weeks of homework, 4 points, no homework the last week. There's 6 quizzes, final exam last week, so there's no quiz last week. That's 18 points. A reflection or a summary, a couple of those for 3 points each. They're just kind of to make sure we're on touching bases. The project has 5 steps, 4 points apiece, or 2 points each, and then 1 point at the end, or 1 7-point end project for 15 points. So there's 15 points for the project, and the final exam rounds it off at 16. So every week you'll just pretty much notice you're going to get a discussion question. A lot of those are ethical issues. You get a little bit of homework. You get a quiz, checking out, see if you learn anything. A couple of reflections, which is just checking in. How's the class going? What can I do for you? Then there's a project and a final exam. And the project, I've broken it into multiple steps. You get a couple points apiece for each step, so it's not one big project at the end. I've been a student myself. I've got several degrees. I know what it's like. You wait till the last minute, and then you do a horrible project. So each step you have to do each week, and that way at the end, all you have to do is really pull it together, and it's so easy. You will all be earning 195, I'm sure. So that'll be an A. If it's a little bit less than that, you get an A minus, but I don't like giving A minuses, so just stay up there in the A block. Will be good. Attendance requirements is 7-week class. Just be here. You have to be here every week. Obviously, you don't have to be here every day, but you got to be here every week. Don't get behind. Late assignments. The policy is no late assignments. No exceptions. That's the policy. Have I ever bent that policy? Yes, of course I've bent that policy, but just don't. Just stay up on it. Keep going. No big deal. Academic honesty, please don't put me in a position of you plagiarizing something. Please do your own work. Please, please, please. I've had graduate students, believe it or not, graduate students that copied each other's essay answers in a final exam word for word. And there's only like 16 people in the class. I mean, I'm not going to, if it's word for word, how am I going to miss that? Anyway, don't just be honest. It's not only the college's policy, but clearly it should be your own. Anybody with disabilities, absolutely contact me. I will do whatever we possibly can to make your life easier. The course materials, you do need the book. The textbook, I would rent it. There's no reason to buy it. I like Excel. You can do this in Google Sheets. I prefer Excel. The videos are in Excel. Everything else is in Excel. Learning outcomes, there's a whole bunch that says basically you're going to learn about accounting. And this is different than financial accounting. This is managerial accounting. We're trying to make business decisions. And that will come up from the videos. Course schedule, each week there's reading. I've done a bunch of videos. As you can see, there's a bunch of videos here. They're all 3 to 5 minutes, not too long. There's a whole bunch of videos this week, a ton more this week. So you can see there's videos here. I mean, if they're even 3 minutes long, there's going to be an hour and a half of video watching to get the relevant assignments, as well as your textbook. I think the videos are easier to watch than your textbook, even though I'm in them. And you certainly don't want to get stuck watching me too much. Student lounge, student questions, ask instructor questions. The first week, give you an example. Learning objectives in the first week. We just talk about managerial accounting from various perspectives, ethics, financial statements, financial ratios, things like that, very basics. There's an introduction, the readings and media. There's a bunch of videos here. There's some PowerPoint slides. PowerPoint slides are pretty much incorporated into the videos. The videos are on YouTube, and they go something like this. I'll turn this up. And there's a little prelude. Oh, God! Oh, nobody wants to see that. Okay, so, if you don't want to see that, that's okay. You can just kind of do this and just listen. That would be better, be more better to look at. So there's the slides are printed. You've got them on here too. And you can see this one's only 5 minutes and 30 seconds. Most of the videos are 5 minutes. If you get sick of looking at me, you just move it up a little bit. There you go. Now you can just listen to me. It's like radio. I'm definitely a voice, not a voice for radio, but certainly a face for radio. So there we go. I'll take a few little pot shots at myself at my expense. So there's a bunch of videos there talking about the assignments. Go back to week 1 here. We've got an ethics question, a discussion. We've got introduction. Obviously, you've been through the introductions before, unless this is your first class. Assignment 1's got some homework. So you've got your book. You're going to do an Excel spreadsheet. You're going to do problems 15.2 to 15.6 and submit it here. No big deal. Piece of cake there, I'm sure. Just a few homework. I don't bury you in homework, but I need to see what you're doing. And then there's a quiz. Quiz are usually other problems in the book. Quiz is exercise 15-17. You'll submit it here. Quiz is due Sunday. I believe the homework is done on Friday. Yep, Friday for the homework. And if I remember correctly, the discussion question is due on Wednesday, and then you reply to your classmates by Sunday. And then to submit your answers, you'll just reply to this threaded discussion here. And since this is a question and answer form, in order to see the other responses, you're going to have to first post your answer. So post your answer first, and then you'll see everybody else's response, and then you can chime in there. Otherwise, the first response is usually the one everybody copies, and that doesn't work. Okay, so that's the first week. We've got that going. The rest of the weeks I'll open them as they go along. They're very, very similar to that. That should get you going with regard to what's going on. What is the most important part? The most important part is right here. I am one text away 24/7, 365. If you have questions, you contact me. If you have stress, you contact me. Even if you don't have stress or questions, you can contact me. I'm always available to you. I know Cyber Campus, I've been teaching on it for over 10 years. It's a very lonely experience on occasion. And the one thing you don't need ever is to feel like you're isolated from your professor, or your professor is not standing right there trying to give you every opportunity to learn. So there is a lot of work to do in this class, and I also teach the corporate finance class. There's, it's spreadsheets and math and numbers and stuff to learn, and the videos walk you through most of it. The homework is not onerous. There's some to do. The quizzes are not unbelievable. You can do this. Everybody gets through it, but you do have to do the work. And the better you get into a rhythm, the better off you'll be. But even if you mess up and everything, everybody has a life. Whatever it is, just contact me. We can always work something out, but you need to get a hold of me and stay on top of things. Okay, so I can't think of anything else that we can't handle in cyberland here. I look forward to all of you in class. I'm sure this will be a fantastic class. So, welcome to Business 4100 Management Accounting. I will see all of you guys in class.